Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 23rd of December, 2023, and welcome back to the channel. Oh, shit, yeah. You know what today is? It's a 10th stream. That means we're opening up a special bottle of Jack. The one we're opening is the one behind me. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye. I guess I'm going to get that down right about now because it's been there for 10 weeks. Although we have had a look at it a few times. We've been salivating over it. But today is the special day. If you're here just for the Jack Daniel's content, thank you so much. Every 10 weeks we open up a bottle and it's always a fresh new bottle or I was going to use the word unseen bottle. It's been seen, but it's never been opened before. So in the range of products from Jack Daniel's, there is a vast array. There's a variety of Jack Daniel's products to sample out there. And the idea is that there'll never be a repeated bottle on that shelf behind me. It's always going to be a new bottle. That's the plan, and that's what we've been sticking with. Now, I want to put in the links or in the chat. Before I do that, Shyla Rose here for the Jack content. How you doing, Shyla? Good to see you. In the chat right now, for those that are just seeing this maybe on a whim and you want to see all of the Jack Daniels that we've opened, there's 30 bottles we've opened up over the course of, I don't know how many years now, at least 3 years. And in the chat, I'm not, but the Stream Deck is putting timestamp links to every single time that we've done this. So you can go back and take a look at those. It'll take you straight to the spot. There'll be no waffle. It'll bypass all this crap that's happening right now on this stream, and it will jump you directly to the opening of. And it starts off with 1907. Yes. Am I going to read all these? I always like reading them just to remind me. 1907, which is the white label Jack Daniel's, only available in this country, Australia. Then we went Tennessee Fire. Then we went Legacy Edition 1. We went Tennessee Honey. Old number 7, right? Just black label, old number 7, 1 liter bottle. And then we went to a 50 centiliter bottle. So a small bottle, 50 mil actually. We had a Winter Jack. We had Red Dog Saloon. We had Goose's Bold Selection. We had Rested Tennessee Rye. Not the same as what we've got here, Rested Tennessee Rye. We had Tennessee Tasters Selection Hickory Smoked, one of my faves. We had Tennessee Rye 50 mil. Just saying. Yes, we have Tennessee Rye here, but we've never had a 700 mil bottle. We've had a 50 mil bottle. We had old number 7, 200 mil. You see what I'm saying about there'll never be the same bottle repeated? But we can definitely take different sizes of bottles, so bear with that. Otherwise, we'd run out, right? And we want to taste all this. So old number 7, 200 mil. Old number 7, 35 centiliters. European. We had Old Barrel House, the Cave Spring. Yeah, nice. Tennessee Taster Selection Barrel Reunion number 1 skins. We had Sinatra Select. I wish that came in different sizes because I'd like to try that again. We had Tennessee Tasters Selection Barrel Reunion number 2. Why not? We had White Rabbit Saloon Special Edition. We had Tennessee Apple. We had Tennessee Fire with a label change. They went from the black writing to the white writing, or to the gold writing. Oh wait, other way around. Gold writing to the black writing. No, gold writing to the white writing. So the label changed. Charlotte says, it reminds me, I'm long overdue for a Jack Honey. Well, get your Jack Honey on, Charlotte. Get it out there. Go for gold. 22, the second time we saw White Rabbit Saloon, but this was the 120th anniversary bottle, not the special edition bottle. They are different. I think they're the same contents, but the bottle's different, and that's the freaking point here. We had Tennessee Tasters Selection High Angels Share Barrels. That was lovely. That's the ones that evaporate, so you lose a little, and it becomes a little bit gnarlier in alcohol by volume. We had Tennessee Tasters... we had 150th anniversary. We had Tennessee Tasters Barrel Proof Rye. We had Mr. Jack's 160th birthday. Tennessee Travelers Bold and Spicy. Tennessee Travelers Sweet and Oaky. Old number 7, 1.75 liter. And we finished up 10 weeks ago with Tennessee Tasters Selection 14E19 Twin Blend. I'll be ordering one tonight on the Shipski. Are you still on the ships? Are you on the shipboat still, Charlotte? Oh no, that was yesterday. Okay, yeah, that checks out. I was going to say, you got off that boat, I thought. Well, folks, this is the product we've got here in front of us today, Tennessee Rye. Now, there is the first time that Jack Daniel's have changed their recipe in this particular mix, or mash they call it. Now, what they've done here, they've bumped up the rye to 70% rye grain. So you got corn, barley, and you've normally got 8% rye. Well, in this case, they've upped the rye and dropped the corn. So the corn volume is now, when it used to be 80%, corn is now 18%, and the rye jacks up to 70%. That's the mix of the grains. And that gives you a spicy flavor profile. It gives you a little peppery niceness, if you like. Bold, you might even say, Dale, if you're watching. Bold and spicy, sippin' smooth is what they call it. By the way, I still haven't seen any likes on this stream. Really? No one's going to like this? No one's going to thumb up this? All right, I quit. Not really, but if you could like this stream up, that'd be pretty handy. Charlotte in Hobart, we depart here at 11 tonight, bound for Port Arthur, then the sea day for Christmas. Ah, right on. I liked it. Thank you, Charlotte. I don't see it there. Maybe I got to refresh my trouser. I don't see it there. I'm looking at it and can't see it, but I trust you. I trust you. 45% by volume. So this packs a little more punch than Regulation Old Number 7. Regulation Old Number 7 is 40% alcohol swimming around in there. This is 45 of those little alcohols swimming around in there. With that in mind, shall we crack this sucker open and enjoy from said drink? Don't need to have that up on screen. That was what I was reading from. Let's go and crack it. Tennessee Rye. I want to read the bottle first. I want to take a closer look at this with my hideous eyesight. It says here, Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye brings together two classics, Rye's distinctive flavor, drawn from our unique 70% rye grain bill and Jack's time-honored charcoal mellowing method. What emerges is a spicy whiskey that's sippin' smooth. Now, this used to be pretty exclusive, but it's now global. You can get this anywhere, but there was a point in time when this was kind of like select markets only, and certain exclusive liquor stores would carry it, but now it's pretty much widespread. That's the 70 centiliter version, 700 ml. I don't know about the liter version. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. Let's crack this sucker. Yo, Grimsky's in the house. How you doing, man? Your Kick stream keeps going offline every few seconds. I am on Kick. I don't know why that'd be the case. I'm restreaming. I'm not too sure why that'd be happening. But thanks for coming over to YouTube to report that. Appreciate that, Grimsky. How you doing, man? You ever had this crap? You ever had this, Jack? Tennessee Rye Styleses? I don't know why that... maybe it's the keyframe interval. I'm streaming 2-second keyframe interval because I'm streaming on YouTube, and Kick require or like to have a 1-second keyframe interval. So I don't know if that's the problem, but... Either way, I mean, these streams live on YouTube, but I just use the restream to bring in as many punters as possible. Been better? Never had one. I've never ever had that. Oh, shit. And also, what's going on, Grim? Hope you're okay, dude. Let's crack this. It's just a... what am I trying to say? Twist top. Oh, yeah. Get a load of that, would you? Smell that is what I was trying to say there. It's peppery. It's bold. It's spicy. Is it sippin' smooth? I'll find out by decanting a little into a glass. Here we go. Cheerses and Merry Christmas too, you lovely specimens. Little green-necked bottle. It's kind of like a little Christmas flavor there, a little peppery. Cheers, eases. All right, here we go. Yes. Mmm. Mmm. Aftertaste is tangy, bitey, spicy. You know what? It's like a spicy meal. It's just got that nice little amount of spice. Not like D. Kramer in Wales one time. Just enough spice to say hello. There's a little twist there. This is for all intensive purposes. This is Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 with added spice. That's what I'm flavoring here. That's the hit I'm getting. Yeah. It's regulation, but it's got a little bit more. It's good. It's good. It's going to get a little couple of drops of water in here to open it up. Even though it doesn't really need it, I'm just going to add a few drops of water in. You know what? That makes a lot of difference. And such a small amount in that glass too. I think that'll really settle this down a little. Bannon referring to Jack as crap. Huge gasp. Gasp. I love that term. Gasp. When someone says gasp, when they, it's like the expression. Gasp. Right, so when you do that, it becomes less gaspy and a little bit more on the slidey silkiness, adding the water to it. So what would happen... By the way, this is a little more expensive. I think that... I gotta say this. Jack Daniels, your pricing sucks balls, right? Well, hold on. Reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Your pricing in Australia sucks balls. The markup for this, I guess, is a global markup. I don't know why this needs to be more expensive than Old Number 7, right? It's mass-produced. They've changed the recipe. They've got this flowing out of their barrel warehouse, just like they do Old Number 7, but yet they jack the price up on this guy. It's a shame, right? It's a shame. It's a crying shame because it's just the same thing with a little extra hint of something different, and that something different is this spiciness. So it should be the same price as Old Number 7, if not maybe a little cheaper, to entice someone to maybe meander off their regular course, their regular dietary intake. What? Is there alcohol in here? Yeah, there's 45 of them swimming around. Yeah, instead of, like, if you're in the liquor store, bottle shop, make this global. If you're in the liquor store and you're looking to get a bottle of Jack, and on the shelf there's two of them. There's Old Number 7, regulation style, black label, and then next to it is rye. And rye is a little cheaper. You might go, all right, I've heard about this. I'm going to try it. It's a few bucks cheaper. Why not? What could go wrong? If it's more expensive, which it is by a long shot, you might be more held back, go, well, why am I going to get that, right? Like, what? I know what Old Number 7 is. I'm just going to stick with what I know. A lot of people are like that. I'm not like that, but a lot of people are. Let's try it on the rocks. So I've got rocks here. I'm just going to... They're melting. The rocks have melted. I'm going to need some... Oh, what a save. Did you see that? I was going to say, I'm going to need more rocks here. One big and one small, so you get a little clinkage. And here comes some Old Number 7 Tennessee rye skins. And by the way, the time that we had the 50ml version of this was courtesy of Charla Rose. And it was also this time last year because she sent me the advent calendar from Jack Daniels, which included Tennessee rye. So I remember that, Charla. Thank you so much. So on the rocks, ice cold, as you'd imagine. Clinkety clink, chinkety chink, cheers, 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 ears is ears. By the way, if you're watching this and you're not on YouTube, come on over to the tubes. I see 3 watching, so come on over to Tubes of You and you'd hang out here with us. You could be in the chat. You could be just chilling in the chat on YouTube, or you could stay where you are. I see some yahoos on the DLive machine. And my restream's not scrolling. I see my glass was on a bit of an angel there. I almost spilled a little of that. Hold on, let me get a sip of the rocks. Well, this is just essentially the same thing, colder and more flavor, more pleasant, if you like, because you got the added water, but cold water now. It just opens it up, but it makes it smoother, easier to drink. I don't see any Yahoos else. I see FC2. I still stream to Vaughn Live. I don't know. Hey, I see some Twitch streamers. Hello, Twitch. What's cracking? Hello, Twitch. Come on over to YouTube, you know? Do it. Do it. Don't just say you're going to do it. Come on over. I like it. If you wanted me to report back on whether I like this or not, I like it. I like the spicy stuff. Do you know what a flavor of mine is, or a favorite of mine is? And Marty, I'm not like some madman. Marty taught me this. This is a good snack for lunchtimes. Toasted bread, whatever the flavor of bread you like, possibly rye. Rye's good. Toasted bread. Smashed avocado. Oh, sorry. First of all, some butter or margarine, whatever you choose. Probably butter. It might be better for butter. So toasty, get it hot, toasted, nice and golden crunchy. Butter on top. Slide that butter all over the sucker, make it all melted. Smashed avocado, and that's just a funky woke term for avocado that you've crushed up. Just mash it all up, right? Cut the avocado in half, take out the seed, lob it over your shoulder. Put the avocado on the bread, use a knife or a fork and just mash it all down, right? So it's all a little bit of a pulp. And then on top of that, you can sprinkle some salt skis and a little cracked pepper. But then the final thing which makes it a little spicy, jalapenos. Sliced jalapenos, right? Get some jalapenos, sliced up. They're in brine. You just take them out with a fork. Even you can drizzle some brine over it. Trust me, or trust Marty. Very, very tasty. And the jalapenos give you a nice little kick to the bang. The avocado's nice and soft and malleable, like easy to eat. The bread, whatever the bread is the base. It's good. It's really good. And that's what this would go well with, you know, a little side avocado and jalapeno. Jalapeno? Someone I used to know called them jalapenos. And they thought that was right. She was actually pretty, well, I'll be careful, but she wasn't very good with English, let's just say. She needed to talk gooder, and she didn't. Interesting stories to tell another time, let's just say. You know what I'm going to do? And people might sledge me for this. I get a lot of slamming for this. I'm going to try this with a mixer. And what mixer do you think I'm going to try? Coca-Cola. How long until Jack and Coke gets out here in Australia? How long until that happens? Next year, 2024, right? Jack and Coke. All right, let's try this. Here it is, Tennessee Rye Skins. Quite a nice label. I didn't really talk about the label, but that's quite a nice looking label, right? It looks old school. In fact, this green was the old school coloring for Jack labels, wasn't it? Back in the day, skins. I feel like it was. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye Skins. All right, let's pour a mixer here. I might add some more. Oh, that's a little stronger. 45%. That's going to be a little bit of a banger. I'm going to add some more rice to this. More ice here. I got another couple of cubes here. Okay, they're in there. And we'll put a cap on that because that'll be the last I'll have. Otherwise, this stream could go on forever. And a fresh bottle of pop. I don't drink Coke very much, but yet when we have Jack, and if it's like when we have Jack Daniels, I'll always get real pop, right? Real Coke, the full sugar. I don't mind. I mean, I do fitness. I work it off. So this is a fresh bottle. There it is. And here we go. Your mixer of choice. In this case, I'll do it like Dre taught me. Not very well, though. It's a half-halfer. That'd make Dre happy. 50-50. Tennessee Rye and Coca-Cola. Merry Christmas. Do you know what this reminds me of? Straight away, it's going to sound weird. This is going to sound strange, but this reminds me of Christmas 3 years ago. Why am I so pinpointing or accurate with that pinpointing? I had a bottle of Gentleman Jack and we mixed it with Coke. Not on stream. Or was it on stream? Do you know what? I'm mixing that up. It wasn't Christmas. It was my birthday. My sister got me a liter bottle of Gentleman Jack and I drank it on the beach. And that's what the flavor, that's weird because Gentleman Jack isn't spicy, but I got to hit it. I don't know why, but that instantly took me back 3 years ago to my birthday. That's weird. You know how like memories and like taste and like certain smells or certain just timing, I guess, can take you back. I'm getting cozy here. Well, look. Here's the thing. That, I guess, concludes the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye opening and tasting. The verdict is just in. This stuff is wonderful. I wouldn't mind sticking around here and just chewing the fat on YouTube if you want to. I don't know what... Well, Grim, I don't know what your plans are. And Charlotte, I don't know what your plans are. And anybody else that might be watching off of YouTube anywhere, I don't know what your plans are because I'm not a mind reader. But if you want to hang out for a while, I wouldn't mind just kicking back here. I don't often just cruise YouTube and kick back, but maybe we could, like, here's the thing with YouTube, and it's so different to like live platforms. I don't feel like there's a real live community on YouTube. So could we search up who's live on YouTube and maybe, heaven forbid, try to bring in a chat with somebody, like bring a guest on or something? I don't know. Is that even a thing on YouTube? Like, can you just search up what was that noise? I don't know. It's probably just this house. It's old, you know, it's probably just settling in the wind. Can you search up live streamers and then just like go through the different streamers and see who's live? I don't think you can. I'm going to find out though. Let's go to youtube.com and let's see. Here we are. So yeah, it just defaults back to, you know, like the platform, right? By the way, how come it's got you and history? I'm not even signed in here. Look, this is just an open... I'm not even signed in on this machine. Okay, so look, there's me live. That's weird. Why does it show me? I want to scroll through the freaking live streamers. Explore trending music, movies and TV, gaming, news, sport, learning, fashion and beauty podcasts. So where is the live content? Browse channels. Best of YouTube, music, sports, gaming, news, live. Well, shit me. Oh no, that's a channel. That's a channel. What the fuck? There's a channel here. What the hell are we... They're broadcasting a fireplace. And they've got 10,000 viewers. Get the hell out of town. Are you kidding me? They just brought... I mean, what the fuck? How can this get... How does this get views? I mean, I've uploaded content to YouTube, 12-hour 4K fire. I've uploaded that to YouTube. Are these guys just broadcasting it live? What? I didn't think about doing it live. 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 2 days ago, 7 days. They just broadcast the same content. 291,000 views, 258 views, 346K. How can you get this amount of views with this shit, dude? What? Are you winding me up here? This is bullshit content. All right. This just in. 2024 is a new year. Is there a chance to do crazy crap like this and see what happens? I mean, I've got looping. I mean, look, go to my channel. How come my channel doesn't come up when you search that crap? Go back to YouTube. I'll go 12 hour and I'll type in gives a minute. I didn't spell that right, but it should still come up. Nope. Gives a minute. It's not coming up for some reason. That's not what I'm talking about. This channel's called Cat Trumpet. Where is my... Okay, so... Okay. I'm not coming up there in this search at all. 12 hour... I did waterfall. I did all this stuff when I was in New Zealand. I filmed all this and I uploaded it to YouTube. Okay, maybe it's because gives a minute doesn't have spaces. No spaces is in between. Yeah, here we go. 12 hours of 4K outdoor running stream. I've only got 106 views. Moke Lake Waterfall, Queenstown, New Zealand, 12 hours, 21 views. That's my channel. 12 hours of shot over River Rapids, Arthur's Point, 43 views. And this channel, 12 hours of water rushing over a roaring waterfall, gets 82,000 views. So what the hell should I... Look, let's just take a look at this. This is my content. This is my content. And that's 4K, right? Make it full screen. Am I understanding correctly? What I need to be doing is taking this footage into OBS, looping it on playback for 12 hours and just live stream that. Is that what am I understanding correctly? Is that what YouTube wants? Is that going to get me 10,000 viewers? I don't know. It's a rhetorical question, but I kind of want to know the answer. Like what we just saw, and we can go back to it, right? What we just saw here, these channels, Cozy Fireplace, it's got 10,000 viewers. Mind you, they're probably all bots, right? So what's this channel? Phobos Planet. Soothing videos for your home, the sound of burning fireplaces. The sounds of rain and thunder, the sound of ocean waves, and the stunning ambience of the forest with noisy waterfalls. Enjoy these videos on my channel. This shit's monetized. Unbelievable. They're doing 3 live streams at the same time? Oh, you fucking kidding me. 3 live streams. They're all slightly different. This one's got 10K watching. This one's got 920 people. This one's got 211. Unbelievable. I need help here. What are we seeing here? What is this content? They've got channel member people are membering up on this shit. Halloween fireplace. They just are you kidding me, dude? They just changed it to green. Fucking hell. That's the same video, dude. They just put a green tint over it. This is bullshit. Streamed 4 weeks ago. It's got 9.3 thousand. This one's got 11,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. Behind the scenes. All right, let's take it. Is he going to claim me? Okay, well, okay, so he's getting the footage. He's not stealing the footage. That's cool. Where are his... Okay, let's go to his videos. I'm just baffled by... I did... Let's go to popular videos. Most popular video. It's got almost 500,000 views. And it's the same thing. It's the same one, right? It's the same video repeatedly done. And it's getting all these views. Gasp. Gasp. Cozy campfire in the winter forest. That should get more views. That's a little different. All right, let's go and see his oldest content. One day in a Russian village. Is he going to claim me? I hope not. Phobos planet. Don't claim me, please. If he claims me, I'll delete this shit from the VOD. Meow. His audio's a bit sketchy. My bad. Meow. Do we need audio here? I'm turning the audio down. Was that Rolling Stones? Is this all this it? Is he going to just shovel the snow away? I mean, okay, fair enough. That's something that we don't have to do in Australia, but is that really content? I can see why he morphed to... Look, I'm just jealous, eh? I'm just jealous. This guy seems to have discovered a loophole in the YouTube algorithm and apparently broadcasting live fireplace is the shit. Look at this. Look at this crap, dude. There's 23 people waiting for this stream to start. This stream is going to begin and it's got 24 people waiting. Fuck me. Wow, dude. Okay. All right. Look. I'm obviously doing YouTube all wrong. Here I am bringing you like genuine content with Jack Daniels and like good, solid reviews and or what I'd consider quality content. And this guy just films a fireplace and broadcasts the same thing over and over again live and gets hundreds and thousands of views. Something's got to change. Something's going to change. I'm going to try that, right? Why would I not take a leaf out of Phobos Planet's book and try something? Like I'm going to 2024, right? I'm going to set up a live stream that's going to just be the shit I did in New Zealand, right? The lake. You know what? I'll show it to you. We took a brief look at it, but I'll show you exactly what it is. Go to my channel. Scroll down to... Did I take... I don't know if I made it into a... I didn't make it into a playlist. Well, I guess I can search my channel for 12 hour. So I did a lake reflection. I did river rapids. That's not one of them. River sounds. Reflective river. I did an old tree. Oh, there's a 12-hour stream with CreatorCon. We should watch that. Tranquil Lake. The day I left home. Lucas. Yeah, okay, so I did a few of them, and the point of it is I could just broadcast that as a live stream and see what happens. Now let's go back to YouTube. Forgetting this guy, where are the live streamers on this platform? Where are the live streamers? This channel is called Super Wog. Are you kidding me? I haven't heard that term in a long time. Wog. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry about my cursing, but this person's got 18 million views throwing a banana into a volcano. What? And the caption... What? The caption is banana thrown into Icelandic volcano lava in Reykjavik. Will it survive? Oh, yeah, maybe. Are you kidding me? This gets 18 million views. The question begs, can you monetize YouTube Shorts? Shorts, not shirts. Here we go. Hootsuite. How to... Because if you can monetize this shit, I'm going to throw bananas all over the place. Can you monetize YouTube Shorts? Yes, it's been possible to monetize regular long form... Get the hell out of there. YouTube videos for more than 15 years. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Shorts are a much newer format, but they weren't originally part of the YouTube Partner Program. Fortunately, for all those who found themselves wondering when will Shorts be monetized, the platform announced YouTube Shorts monetization options in late 2022. How does YouTube Shorts monetization work? It's, well, a little complicated. YouTube Shorts ad revenue, YouTube Premium, blah, 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 blah. Fuck. YouTube. YouTube ads together, blah, bling, blang, blang. How do you do it? How do you do it? To be eligible for full YouTube Shorts, you need to have minimum. You need to have okay. You also need to have 10 million public Shorts views in the last 90 days, or 4,000 valid public watch hours of long form videos in the last 12 months. Okay, I've got that. What was that noise? I still don't know what that noise was. I definitely have that. Public watch hours from Shorts in the Shorts feed don't count towards the watch hour threshold, but I do have that. Okay. So I can monetize my Shorts. So I can throw bananas in all over the place and get 18 million views. Awesome. I mean, you kidding me? 18 million views, a banana thrown into a fucking volcano. I don't want to sound like an old man, but fucking what? How is this content? That's a nice banana too. Let's see what the trending tab says on YouTube. Explore. Trending. Trending now, music, gaming, films. Mr. Beast trending, because he needs that. He needs that boost, right? If he didn't get up there, he wouldn't get 97 million views. Shit. Grand Theft Auto, a game. I tested 1-star camping. Okay. I kind of want to watch this, but I know they're going to ding me, right? I'm just so lost on YouTube. I'm so lost here, dude. I'm so lost, hey. I'm so lost. This guy, I tested 1-star theme parks, the same content. What a letdown. When I do this, I just get despondent. What about podcasts? What's in the podcast category? NBC News, of course, they need all the promotion they can get. Brian Tyler Cohen, I don't know, he looks political. I guess it's all political. Philip DeFranco's in the podcast section? What? Philly D in the podcast category? How the fuck is his content podcast? Huh? That's not a podcast. Philly D is like just a news channel. But what? Podcast? By the way, I realize at this point there are 5 people watching on YouTube, yet nobody chatting. So I'm kind of just talking to myself here, but I'm blowing myself away at this great conversation. I got all the answers as well. I'm answering myself in my head because none of you dudes are. In that regard, I'm going to pour myself another Jack. And I'm going to hang out with myself. Merry Christmas. I'll just add to this one because it's almost done. Didn't I say that's the end of it? You knew that wouldn't happen though, right? Of course not. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I don't want to... Look, I've always said I will do YouTube... Let's get off that. I will do YouTube for 10 years and then I'll re-navigate or renegotiate how it's going for me. And I'm still sticking to that. I was actually thinking, and I could run this by you if anybody's here to run it by. I was thinking about completely changing my YouTube channel and just like not even like everything would change. Like branding, it'd still be called Gives a Minute, but I'd change the branding. I'd just make it super minimalistic. Anytime I broadcasted live, it'd be like from just like one or two, like this setup, like with the scenes and the chat. It's, you know, it's nice and I wanted it to look nice, but I feel like I've done that. And so after the 10-year anniversary, is it going to be a case of a complete revamping, like a complete change, an overhaul? Overhaul, that's a better word. The only thing that would remain the same as it is now would be From the Vault Friday. That is going to go all through whatever I choose to do with YouTube after the 10-year anniversary. The From the Vault Friday will continue on and on and on and on and on, because that content it's never ending. Like I've got all that crap to go through. Plus I got my friends' crap to go through as well. So that's all my stuff that's going to be added to the collection. And then there's going to be a deeper dive when we go, I guess we go back in time. Actually, do you know what I did the other day or the other week? I went and looked at the last tape. The last cassette that was recorded on this Handycam TRV 900 from Sony. Funnily enough, TRV, the initials of an ex-girlfriend of mine, Tony Renee Verhoeven. TRV 900. I thought that was amazing because this was my baby for so long, and then I met this girl who had the same initials. I'm like, now you're on my... Anyway, she cheated on me, but no longer a baby. But I looked at the last tape that was recorded in here, and I found something I'd completely forgotten about. And you guys will see it like in 100 years because it's going to come out on From the Vault Friday. But the rhythm section, yes, I said rhythm, not rhythm. The rhythm section, which is the 3 members of Poetical Justice. Poetical Justice being a 5-piece from Adelaide that I did a bunch of work with back in the day. How did this happen? It was... I'm drawing a blank on how this actually came about, but the footage is the rhythm section playing a live set in my place on Jetty Road, which is now Brace Girdle's chocolate factory. So if you're in Adelaide and you know Jetty Road, you know the Bay, right? You know the Bay area, Jetty Road. Go to Brace Girdle's, go upstairs, get yourself a coffee and a hot chocolate. You're sitting in my living room. And in that living room, a whole bunch of shit went down, including this party. Oh, that's right. Huh. This isn't... No, well, that's not fit for streaming, but there was a bunch of other shit that went down at that gig, at that party. Mainly thanks to the Hilltop Hoods. There was some... Let's just say there was some illicit activity on that evening. But it's... The point is, on this last tape from this camera, there was a live set from the rhythm section. And it's cool. It's really cool. Then there's some absolute debauchery and some shit that I'm a little embarrassed by with an ex-girlfriend, but it was fun at the time, and I suppose it's just memories of that time. But I guess the point I'm getting at is there was a crossover where when you had a handy, like a cell phone, there definitely came a point where shooting with this was so much easier than getting out that thing, charging up the batteries, making sure the tape was at the right spot, rewinding, end search tape, fast forward, rewind, all that crap. It just became so much easier just to grab this and go record. Although kids went record, did it vertical. You should have done it horizontal, but it doesn't matter. But so what I'm saying is that tape, that last tape, includes some pretty far out shit, pretty embarrassing shit, to be completely frank. But would I go back and change it? Probably not. It was part of an era. So I had a party at my house. This is how this came about. I had a party at my house, and the party invite included. And the overall picture here is that we all, like all the housemates in this house, were being evicted, and it's the end of an epic era, right? That house, 31A Jetty Road, Glenelg, 2540. No, 5420. Anyway, I can't remember the postcode of Glenelg. That party house was Benny Nash, basically Ben Nash. Benny, if you're watching on Facebook, Ben Nash, he won't mind me saying this because he's long since moved on from there, but that was Ben Nash's house. But there was many crew that moved in and moved out from there, including myself. I was there for about 3 years, maybe. Well, definitely the Dennis year. Yeah, probably 3 years. Nah, maybe 2.5. Drew Lant, Drew was in my room. I moved into Drew's old room. Drew being the original manager of Tracer, if anybody knows that band. Drew managed them originally. He was living in that room. And I took his space when he moved out. The space in between, if you like. El Residente, he lived there as well. I don't know if you're watching on the Facebook. El Residente, he lived there for a while. Anyway, at the end, so downstairs was a sort of like a studio, if you like. Essentially, it was like a room. It's like the entrance to the property, but it was basically a bedroom, but you had to walk through it to get to the staircase. And so Ben Nash converted that to like a studio, and he used it predominantly for recording music. In fact, I believe Into the Night from Tracer, that EP or that set of songs was recorded there, I think. Might have got that wrong. Might have been mixed there. It doesn't matter, but there was a recording studio. And I converted the studio into a photography studio. And I did my first ever, this is a bit weird too, but the first time I ever did a photographic shoot in a studio. This is bizarre, right? Get ready for this. The very first time I ever pointed a camera at a subject in a studio with lighting in a cyclone area, a cyclone wall. It wasn't quite a cyclone wall, but it was makeshift. Was a porn star. The first shoot I ever did was with a porn star, and it was full nudity, right? It was a porn shoot. And that was the first time. And I'd never even sought that out, but it just occurred that way. And how did it occur? Her name was Athena Ambers, if you want to search her up. I don't even really know how that came about, but what was the contact there? I think I did a bunch of shoots. I feel like it was a festival called Shores on a New Year's Day. It was in West Beach in Adelaide, and I think there's a band called Wolf and Cub. They headlined. I'm trying to rack my brain how Athena Ambers and I became connected, because it might have been through Garage Bar. It doesn't really matter, but the point of it is that I'd never done a studio shoot. I'd never used lighting in a studio, right? I'd used outdoor flash at festivals. I'd never used studio lighting. And she's like, I'm rebranding my porn career, and I need a bunch of photos. Are you available? I'm like, yeah, I'm available. Of course I am. Why would I say no? And so then the next thing I know, I'm there in this temporary studio, and shooting her. And I made all the mistakes that early photographers do. Like I think I shot her with a wide angle lens at one point. Like, what the fuck? And I remember my wedding assistant. I had an assistant for weddings. I probably won't mention his name because he's probably on my Facebook. Andre, if you're watching, props, right? You were right. And I remember him telling me, dude, what? Don't shoot a model with a wide angle lens. And I was like, no, I'm using the telefocal part of it. And he goes, doesn't matter, dude. It distorts it. You've got to get further away and get a long lens. And I had a 70 to 200. And I had a 24 to 70, but I used my 16 to 35 at the 35 mil. So you might say, well, that's not that bad, but it's still. And Andre was like, dude, don't do that, man. And he was right. Anyway, the point of me telling that story to nobody, because nobody's in my chat, but the point of that story was that at the end of that house, so when we all got evicted, and it wasn't like a gnarly eviction, it was basically the owners of the house, which was John and Tuss, the people that owned the Strand. So most of the crew that lived in that house worked at that restaurant, myself included, and Ben Nash for many, many years as I guess sous chef. It wasn't really called that, but doesn't matter. But for all intents and purposes, Benny Nash was. Yeah. Anyway, so we all got when they sold the property. It was like, okay, so you guys have to leave, obviously. Hey, Rob's here. He's listening. Cheers, Rob. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just waffling here, but it's good. It's good for that. Good for a Saturday afternoon waffle. Yeah, and thanks for letting me know you're there. So yeah, that house we were all having to move out, and so I threw a party and I invited everybody that I photographed. Oh fuck! I guess I glossed over that because I shot Athena Ambers as a porn star, then I shot a bunch of other wannabe porn stars, and then I shot a bunch of bands in that studio, including the Hilltop Hoods, including Lowrider, including Poetical Justice. We never did Tracer there. Yeah, we never shot Tracer in that spot. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird because the first time I met Tracer was right in that studio. I walked past them covered in shit. I'd shat my pants. That's a story for another time, but I'd shat my pants, and the first time I ever met Tracer, I walked through because they were in there mixing Into the Night. They were there mixing that Into the Night 3-track CD single. I'm sure of it. What else would they have been doing there? I'm almost positive, or was it Devil Ride? There was a version of Devil Ride before the album. It might have been Devil Ride. It doesn't matter, but they were there. And anyway, so I threw this party, and Benny was behind it. He's like, dude, we're going to have the party to end all parties. I'm like, well, I'm going to invite every single fucking person I've photographed. So we're going to have a mix of we're going to have rock bands. We're going to have hip hop. We're going to have porn stars. It's going to be on, right? It's going to be a big party. And it was. And that's when that camera came out. And that's what I was trying to tie together. The point of this waffle was that the last thing I ever filmed on that camera was this party. And it was early in the day or in the afternoon when the rhythm section played. And that's before nightfall and before the debauchery kicked in. And that party, dude, went for 2.5 days. I remember oh, that's right. Dude, oh, fuck, almost forgot about this. I met Haley's dad. Oh, dude, I don't know if I can tell this. I don't know if I should tell this. It'll. You only live once, I suppose, and you do shit, but yeah, I don't know, there might have been because of certain clientele that came to that party, there might have been some enhancements that were being offered, let's just say, very openly to everybody. I'm not going to name any names, but if you follow the trail of hip hop and artists in Adelaide, there was some illicit substances that definitely got handed out, of which I partook in, of which I don't normally partake in, but this was a big, big deal. And so I partook in a whole bunch of, I don't even know what, right? But anyway, and the next day, so I was meeting Haley's dad the next day, and we're meeting him at the house that I'd bought about a month earlier. I bought a house in Henley Beach, or an apartment. And Haley and I had spent a good month or so gutting it, like completely. We were going to renovate the thing, right? So we gutted it. And Haley's dad, Bernie, God bless his soul, I don't know even if he's still alive. He was a terrific dude. Yeah, wow, just got a pang of nostalgia then. Yeah. The first time I met Haley's dad, he was shot a shotgun and then said, your turn. And I'm like, what? We're in suburbia? We're in suburban semaphore and he's got a shotgun. He's like, yeah, it's okay. Just shoot it. And I'm like, we're in your backyard. He's like, just shoot it, dude. A shotgun in suburbia, in your backyard. I'm dating your daughter. You want me to shoot a shotgun that you've handed me? He's like, have a beer first and loosen up, dude. Just shoot the thing. So, okay, what am I going to shoot it at? Shoot at those magpies. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, so that's the second time. The first time I met him, I was extremely out of sorts. I wasn't myself. And he was coming, he met me, Haley. He met me and Haley at the new place in Henley Beach to measure up the kitchen that he was going to, because I bought a kitchen, he was going to install it. And he met me there to measure it. And let's just say it's lucky that place was gutted, because I was puking my guts up everywhere in that place before he turned up. I just vomited all over the floor. I vomited into a cardboard box that included some of the tiles and shit. I was just puking up in there. And then the next thing, there's a knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, oh, fuck, now I got to meet Haley's dad. Okay, smarten up. Hello, Bernie. I'm Benon. And he's like, you look shithouse. And he's like, I got just the thing for you. And he went back down the stairs, back down to his car, came back with a beer. I'm not shitting you. Came back with a beer and went, you need this. And he gave me a beer. And I was like, this is your dad, Haley. Really? And I'm like, I do need that beer though. I will take it, but really? And Haley's like, she's just put her head down and gone, yeah, he's got a bit of a drinking thing. Bless. I guess now you're going to get me being nostalgic about Haley and her dad, but I'll give you another story about Haley's dad, aside from the beer when I'm coming down off God knows what, and the shotgun incident. But then there was another time when Haley and I were going to buy a place in Port Adelaide, a big, like a church thing or something. And we needed to take a personal loan from my mother. And so we flew my mother to Adelaide to hang out for a few days and sort of check the thing out. And, at that point it was also going to be, well, you can meet Haley's dad, Bernie, you can hang out with Bernie. And so we went to the Flying Knife, which is a restaurant Haley used to work at. And Bernie dressed up in a suit. He normally would wear flip-flops and shorts and a tank top. He suited up. I remember seeing him at the restaurant. I was like, the fuck is your dad wearing? And Haley's like, yeah, he's nervous. He's really nervous. He wants to make an impression on your mum. And I'm like, does he want to hook up with her? Like, what? He's not. And she's like, well, they are both single. And I'm like, no. That's not what this meeting's about, right? They're just meeting each other. And Bernie was like super nervous, hey? And he was in a suit. It was fucking funny, hey? Hey, Dalesky, what it do? How you doing, man? 5 likes. Thank you, man. Cheers, Dale. We're just chilling out here, just kicking back, just talking shit. I don't know. I know where this goes to, because if I start reminiscing, it'll get a little too nostalgic for those days and for Haley and for her dad. But I do want to tell another story. I want to tell, because it's Christmas, right? It's Christmas time. I'll tell another Christmas story. So we went to somewhere, some Rello Bash or something. I'd never met them before, but it was something to do with, might have been Bernie's sister or some, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But there was some family relative bash that we went to, and we got there at about 4 p.m. on, I think it was Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But we were there, and the idea was that Haley is like, well, I'm definitely drinking, right? We're drinking because I can't put up with these people unless I'm drunk. I was like, okay, well, I'll follow lead. And it was in Semaphore, so we parked up at Bernie's place, and I think we just walked up. We either walked or took a cab, but it wasn't far. And they had a big spread for Christmas, like a big layout of shrimp. We call it prawns. All the stuff was laid out, and we were eating and drinking. And Haley and I did our thing for a while. And Bernie, there's always some drama. There was some family issues, and there's always going to be some kind of blowout at some point. And sure enough, the blowout came, and after the blowout sort of subsided, Haley and Bernie were like, well, let's get the fuck out of here, let's go back to my place. And so we went back to Bernie's place, and where we had a room as well, so we were good to camp out there. Oh, I got another story. Oh fuck, I got a great story. I just remembered it. I'll tell this, then I'll tell that. I just remembered this other story. So stupid. Anyway, so we get back to Bernie's place, and he's all emotional because of this blow up that had happened and the family and all this. So he's drinking pretty heavily, and he's encouraging me to drink heavily. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be too hungover on Christmas Day and whatever. He's like, fuck, come on, man. Like, you're dating my daughter, and I need to put. It was just the waffle of a drunk person, right? Went on for pretty much what I'm doing right now, but it was way, way, way worse. So I entertained him for a while, and then at some point I was like, dude, and Haley split. She's like, I'm going to bed. You can hang out with my dad till the wee hours. I'm going to bed. Fuck this. So she's gone ages ago, and I eventually sort of managed to withdraw myself from Bernie, and I snuck into the room, and we got to sleep. And I shit you not, this is no word of a lie. At about 6:30 a.m., the door opens up into this room that we're in, and it's Bernie, and he's got a beer in his hand. He's like, wake up, kid. That's what he called his daughter. Wake up, kid. It's Christmas morning. And she's like, I know. It's only been a few hours since we went to bed. What are you doing? He's like, it's Christmas morning. Get the fuck up. He's got a beer in his hand. He's like, and this is for your boyfriend, Benon. Now get up. And he's come into the room with a beer at 6:30 a.m. And he's basically forced it into my hand when I'm already still half drunk, right? And the hangover hasn't even, when you wake up when you've been boozing and you don't know that you're hungover until you actually get up and try to do shit. Well, that was the state I was in. But before I even knew anything, I was drinking another beer with Bernie, and he's sitting on the bed. I'm like, is this what Christmas morning is like every morning for you dudes? And Haley's like, yeah, pretty much. And she said, I told you he's got a drinking problem. I was like, I don't know if this is a problem. As long as this doesn't happen, this is a special occasion. It's Christmas. And he had a big blow up the night before with his relatives or family or whatever. So I don't know if this is just a hangover, excuse the phrase, but a hangover from that, or if this is just Bernie being Bernie. Yeah, funny times, man. What's your impression of the Jack? Peppery, spicy, lovely. Very much. Go back and watch the start of the stream, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Nothing like celebrating with family and the inevitable arguments. Yeah. So let me tell you this last story. I don't want to get too deep into this Haley Bernie conversation because I'll get nostalgic, but this is a pretty funny one. So, I should mention, Haley lost her mum. I think it was 2 years before I met her. So Bernie and I don't even remember her name. I never met her. before I knew Haley, her mother had died of, I think, breast cancer or some kind of cancer. And so Bernie, her father, do you say widowed when it's the male, or is that just the female? No, I think you say widowed for the male too. So Bernie was a single man, quite a good looking man, if I'm being honest, right? Like, he was hardworking, sort of like salt of the earth kind of flip flops, and like just a solid dude. But he suddenly found himself a single male. I guess he didn't want that, but it just happened. Weekend at Bernie's is a great movie. Had a few of those. He wasn't dead though. But so he fell into this kind of life of, well, I'm now alone and I've already raised my daughter and she turned out pretty good, right? Well, one might argue that point, but I don't want to go into the ins and outs of that. But for all intents and purposes and intensive purposes, he did his thing that he needed to do, raising a child, and he was now free of that because she's an adult and he's now a single male. So he was living his life as a single male. Haley had a key to his house, as the kid would do, right? The child of the father, she can just have the key to come in and whatever. Not that she ever really needed to use it, but he changed the locks at some point. For some reason, he decided, no, I need my privacy. And I know where you think this is going. You know, he's going to entertain women. And he did. He had a girlfriend for a while. She was lovely too. She was cool. He had a girlfriend. He had a woozer. But this one time when Haley turned, and I wasn't there, but she tells the story. She's knocking on the door and she can hear music, right? She can, and I guess it's like a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon or something. So she can hear music from inside the house, and she's like, Dad. And there's just no one's coming to the front door. So he's there alone, because if there was someone, this girlfriend, if she was there, she would have heard, like, doesn't matter how inebriated Bernie would have been, the other person would have heard that Haley is pounding on the door. And so Haley ends up going around the house, down the side passage between the next house, and she knows how the layout of the house, and there's windows and shit, and it's all one level, so it's not like you got to climb up or anything. But she's gone down and she's got to this window, and she's gone to like force the window. And as she's lifting the window up, she's looked in and she's seen her dad. I'm in boxer shorts, but I kind of want to get up and do it anyway. I mean, I'll just get up. I just put my headphones down. They hit the stream deck and they hit this button. Yeah, that's the button they hit. I did it twice. So she's gone down this side passage, and she's looked in this window and seen her dad like this. Can you see me from here? I'll go this foot. Foot up on a table, tennis racket in hand, fucking jamming the shit out of this song, air guitar style, foot on the fold back, rocking the fuck out. I don't remember the song. Whatever it was loud, and he is just deep in air guitar, like so deep in air guitar. He's got the fold back going, his head's leaning back, he's got this tennis racket, he's playing all the chords, all the notes, all the riffs, all the rhythm, all the lead, all at the same time, and he's fucking, and she's looking in the mirror in the window, and he catches her eye, and he's like, oh, g'day, kid. And he puts the racket down like it's a guitar. He leans it up against something and like turns the volume down. He's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I already liked this guy, right? I mean, I loved his daughter, but I already liked this guy. And when she told me that story, I was like, I would have killed to have seen that. That's so funny to spot your dad. Like, I see in the chat, Dale says, good thing he didn't catch him having a wank. She didn't catch him. That's funny, right? If you had have caught your dad enjoying himself, that would have been embarrassing and funny. But this is way better, right? The air guitar is way better to see, and to have him respond with, oh, good day, kid. And then to not just to like drop the guitar, the tennis racket, but to actually put it down. And she said, the way she said it, she said he leaned it up as if it was still plugged in. You know, when you put a guitar down, you don't want to wobble the cable so it makes this awful noise for the audience. That's the way you kind of put the tennis racket down so it didn't feed back and crackle. I was like, fuck, man, your dad's awesome, eh? But to bring it down a tone here, I don't know if he's still alive, because obviously I don't have any communication with him or her. But if he's gone, I'm going to assume he would have drank himself to death. And what about Moo? I don't even know about the cat Moo. I guess those are things I'll never know. But Dalesky, I rock the air guitar way better than the real guitar. Dude, if you rock the air sax, I feel like we should all see that shit. The air sax. That's funny. And I don't know why we're talking about that. Oh, no. That's okay. No, that's not why we started this. Why did we start this conversation? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here now. I probably won't be live again until next year. I don't think I'll be live until next year. Oh no, there's a whole week between then and now. More than likely, I'll do a stream, but at this stage, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure how my schedule looks for Christmas and New Year's. Dalesky, if I don't see you, have a very Merry Christmas, Banner. Thank you, Dale. And likewise to anybody else that is still in the chat that was watching this content. Appreciate you all. Merry Christmas, Merry Happy Holidays, all that other, the things you can't say. Happy Hanukkah, and I don't even know what you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be politically correct, but I actually don't really care about it. But just do the thing, have a good time. And I'll see you on the flip side, whether it be before New Year's or after New Year's. It'll next year will be an interesting year for Gives a Minute. I got a few plans. I got a few ideas. I don't know how they're going to roll, but I've definitely got some things up my sleeve. Oh, the most exciting thing is what will be the bottle of Jack behind me on the next stream. I guess you'll have to wait and see. And in that manner, take care. See you later. Jack.